Hello, everyone. It's Mrs. Lorenz. I have a book for you today that I'm borrowing from Mrs. Campbell from school. So those of you probably know her from the playground, sometimes in the cafeteria. Maybe you've seen her walking around the hallways, and then in our room at school. She also works with a lot of you ELL kids, doesn't she? So, anyway, this is from Mrs. Campbell, and this book is called Clancy the Courageous Cow. And this book is by Lachie Hume. And I believe the illustrations are also by that name. However, listen to this. This is the dedication. Well, actually, it's dedicated to all cows out there. But the author's note is really pretty cool. I wrote and illustrated the first draft of this story for a school project when I was 12 years old. My teacher gave me 9 out of 10. I think perhaps she took a mark off because I called Clancy a cow instead of a bull. Clancy is technically a bull, but he'll always be a cow to me. Clancy was born on a stormy day, a day of great disappointment for his parents. You see, they belonged to a herd of belted Galloways, but Clancy had no belt. He was beltless. See what they mean by a belt? The white strip around them? Clancy didn't have one. As Clancy grew up, all the other cows treated him like an outcast. Imagine being beltless. There's those other cows. Poor Clancy on the other side of the stream. Clancy tried hard to give himself a belt. He rolled in the snow, but it soon melted off. He tied a bandage around his middle, but it gave him a tummy ache. I feel sick. This is a squeaky book cover. He sprinkled sugar on his coat, but the ants drove him crazy. He even painted a white stripe around himself, but it washed off in the rain. Clancy was different, and nothing could be done about it. Nevertheless, his parents loved him dearly. Poor Clancy. The belted Galloways lived on poor grass, and they were all skinny. The field next to them was full of rich grass and fat Herefords. The Herefords held the grazing rights to their field, since they'd won the cow wrestling contest, which was held once a year. 1, 2, 3. He's down. The belted Galloways were trapped in a vicious cycle. The Herefords grew big and strong on rich grass, so they always won the contest. And this gave them the grazing rights for yet another year. Some nights the belted Galloways tried to sneak into the Herefords' fields to graze, but their white belts always glowed in the dark and gave them away. "Get out of here, dumb Herefords!" One night, Clancy slipped into the Herefords' fields to try his own luck, and nobody chased him out. He was invisible in the dark. See anything? No, they finally gave up. Good job, Clancy. His mom and dad are kind of proud of him, I bet. The next night, as Clancy grazed, he bumped into another cow. "Who is that?" asked Clancy. "I am Helga," answered the cow. "I am a totally brown Hereford." Like Clancy, Helga had always been picked on because she was different. Clancy and Helga hit it off immediately, and they grazed together every night. Then one day, something at the top. At first, only Clancy's mom and dad noticed how big he was getting. Then one day he bumped into the president of the Belted Galloways and sent her flying. She started to bawl him out and then stopped in amazement. Clancy was enormous. Surely a cow as big as this could win the cow wrestling contest. The very important Belted Galloways decided that being beltless was not such a bad thing, and that Clancy would represent the herd at the cow wrestling contest. "Make us proud, Clancy." Several retired wrestlers trained Clancy and taught him their favorite holds and maneuvers. We have let's see if I can come on here. This is the Cud Crusher and the Hind Quarter Drop. And we've got the Ruminator. And over here we have the Helicopter. And we have the Cow Whisperer and the Windmill. Lots of crazy moves. On the day of the match, Clancy pinned his opponent in record time and won the contest. We have a new champion! Now it was time for the Belted Galloways to enjoy the rich grass. They began to chase the Herefords out of the field. Suddenly, a voice rang out. It was Clancy. "Stop!" Helga stood next to Clancy. "This situation has gone on for too long," said Clancy. "Black, white, or brown, we are all cows. I say we pull down the fence, and the cows can be together." After a little while, the Belted Galloways and the Herefords began to get along very well. There was plenty of grass for everybody. Clanga was born on a sunny day, a day of great joy for her parents. What do you think about that, you guys? I hope you liked the book. Make sure you take some time for yourselves and make sure that you are doing a lot of reading out loud yourself. That'll help you be a good reader. See you later. Bye.